mornings cooking with Appa, and today we are going to make Methi Matar Malai. Now this dish looks so different than the rest of the other Indian dishes, and it is absolutely delicious. So let's look at what we're going to need to make this dish. We need methi, that's fenugreek leaves, green peas, that's matar, kasuri methi, that's dried fenugreek leaves, cashews, that's kaju. We're gonna need milk, onion, cream, garlic, green chili, and ginger. For the dry spices, what you're gonna need is black pepper, that's kali mirch, cloves, that's long, cinnamon sticks, that's dalchini, cardamom, that's elaichi, cumin seeds, that's jeera, garam masala. By the way guys, I am using homemade garam masala. You'll find the link over here as well as in the description. And if you don't want to make this, you can just buy store-bought, but I would definitely recommend to use this one. Turmeric, that's haldi, sugar and salt. That's the list of the ingredients. Now let's look at the process. So in a pot, I've already put some water which is already boiling, and my onions are chopped up in large chunks. We're going to add these onions in the water. So slowly add. Be careful when you're doing this. We add the onions to the boiling water to remove the spiciness from the onions. Onions are very spicy, right? So when we are making a dish like Methi Matar Malai, it has to be a little on the mild side. So this is going to remove that spiciness from the onion. Let's add the green chilies in there as well, along with the cashews and the ginger. But I'm going to cut the ginger into 4 pieces. Now, I'm going to boil this for about 4 to 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm also going to boil the methi for the same amount, say about 4 to 5 minutes. Then I'm going to drain the water, squeeze out whatever remaining water is left in the methi, and you'll be able to see a very small amount of size. You will be kind of surprised, but don't worry about that. And now we will start working on our masala. So we're just going to add these in here and grind them. Be sure that once you grind them, they are nice and fine. The powder has to be nice and fine. Otherwise, it's going to come in your mouth and that is not going to be a nice taste. So everything is ready. Our spices, methi leaves, I've squeezed every last ounce of water from it. And the onions and chilies and cashews are nicely boiled. Now we are just going to make a smooth paste out of this. So we're going to add that along with the garlic. And I will show you once the paste is ready. So our paste is ready now. Now in a hot pan, I've added a little bit of oil. And to this, I'm going to add the jeera. So now the jeera is crackling. Now I'm going to lower the flame and then add the cream to it. So I've cooked this for about 1 to 2 minutes approximately. Now to this I'm going to add the methi. So I'm just going to lightly separate it and add it. It's going to separate by its own as well, so don't worry, but I just like to help it. And we are going to cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes as well. This is going to release that bitter taste that methi has. Now we did boil the methi, so that did reduce the bitter taste of fenugreek, but doing this as well is going to reduce that bitterness even more. So it's again been about a minute or 2, and see how clumpy it is becoming. See? So now it's time for us to add the green peas. Now I'm using frozen green peas which I have just refreshed, but if you're using fresh peas, then guys, do boil them before you add them in. They should be fully cooked. So we're just gonna mix this up and cook it for about 30 seconds. While this is cooking, I'm gonna add some salt, the garam masala, the homemade garam masala, the turmeric powder, and the whole spices that we just grinded. And I'm gonna mix this in as well. Okay, it's smelling amazing. The spices have mixed in well together with the matar and the methi. Now it's time for us to add some milk. I'm gonna add the milk and malai. Now you cannot make Methi Matar Malai without at least a little bit of malai. Well, in the restaurants they use only malai or mostly malai. But here we're trying to make a tad bit of a healthier version, so I'm just going to add this much. And let's mix everything together. And we're gonna just boil it for a little bit, say about a minute or two. I'll show you when we are there. Okay guys, it's been another minute or two and I am now ready to add in the kasuri methi, which is the dried fenugreek leaves. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of sugar. Now guys, this is optional, so if you don't like the sweeter taste in this vegetable, then do not add. I personally find this recipe a lot more tastier when it has a tad bit of a sweeter tinge to it. So mixing it all in, and I'm going to let this boil for another minute or two, and then we'll be ready to plate it. Look at that. That has come out so nice, creamy and really nice. Now it's ready, so I'm gonna just turn off the flame and use a griddle to put it in a plate. And we're gonna just take a little bit of the kasuri methi and sprinkle some on top. Voila! You have yourself an amazing dish, Methi Matar Malai, which is loved by kids and adults equally. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.